Hello, YouTube. The Pipe Professor here. Hope you're doing well. I want to talk about something today. Well, first, let's do a little bit of housekeeping. I am smoking my GBD Prodigy Sand Flame Blasted Freehand from the 1970s. That's a mouthful for a pipe. I bought this pipe from Blue Room Briars, which is a pipe company. They do some estates. Saw this come up. I'm a big GBD fan, so Bear Pipe is a YouTube channel. He just did a history of GBD pipes, which I really, really love that video because I've always been a GBD fan. Their pipes just smoke really well for me. Blue Room Briars had this. It showed up. I watched it for a couple weeks and pulled the trigger. I'm glad I did. Smokes like a champ. In it, I'm smoking some Cornell and Deal Raja's Court, and that is from October of 2014. And I just opened this tin. It had crystals on some of the tobacco flakes. It was really, really nice. Smoking pretty mellow. Very mild English. Nothing spectacular yet, but again, this is the first bowl I've ever had of it, so we'll see. Could develop, could move forward. It'll be a good all-day English, though. Anyway, not the point of this video. I always get off task. Things are changing. Times are changing. And I got a Yabo the other day from smokingpipes.com. Didn't do a video on it or anything like that, but some things popped up tobacco-wise that I just, was interested in, and one of those things is the new McBaron HH Burley Flake. Wanted a tin of it because I want to try it. Ordered 1 tin. Threw a couple of other tins, you know how it is, in there until you get free shipping. For that one tin that you went looking for. But I ordered some tobacco that I've had in the past and ordered it again because I want to stock up in my cellar on some things so I'm not faced with another McClellan issue, where great tobaccos and they've run out. So, anywho, I stocked up on some of this. Cornell and Deal's Star of the East Flake. I really love this tobacco. I'm going to be honest with you. I've smoked a lot of it lately. It is a contender for my #1 tobacco of the year at this point. Granted, we're only a little over halfway now. This is the end of June. So, but this is a great tobacco, and I don't want to get in a situation where, 10 years from now, it's not made anymore. We can't buy it anymore. I'm out of it. So I have been purchasing some, throwing a tin in, or 2 tins here and there with an order. But it prompted me to think and really for the first time feel the effects of the new FDA deeming regulations and just as Americans what we've been able to avoid over the past that other countries they've become accustomed to. They've been dealing with it for years now. But it truly is a changing of the tide, hence the name of this video. I got my tin of Star of the East Flake, and keen observers will note 2 things. Number 1, Cornell and Deal has changed the picture, which, that's not a big deal. I don't buy tobacco based upon the picture. Does it help? Yeah, of course, it's eye-appealing. You want to pick it up, but I honestly don't like their new picture as much, but more so than the picture, because give or take, I know what's in the tin, and that's what I'm after, is that huge warning label letting me know that this product contains nicotine. And that nicotine is an addictive chemical. Okay? That's fine. There's a couple things I want to discuss about this label, which is going to prompt another kind of who's out there thing. First off, that warning label does nothing to deter me from wanting to stop smoking a pipe. If that's its goal, is to keep me from saying, oh, you know what? Yeah, nicotine. Whew, it's an addictive chemical. I'm done. I'm done pipe smoking, guys. I'm out. I didn't know nicotine was addictive. I didn't know this had nicotine in it. It says this product contains nicotine. Who'd have thunk? Jeez, this has nicotine in it. Huh? Never knew this whole time. Been a pipe smoker for what? 6, 8 years. Never knew it had nicotine in it. Ah, come on. That is just a nuisance. That is not effective in the least little bit. Most children who are under the age of 18, legal smoking age, don't reach for pipes or pipe tobacco that I'm aware of. And that label certainly ain't going to make them go, oh, you know what? Better not do this. This is not good. In fact, if it's going to be this way, what's next? If you don't truly believe that things like fast food, McDonald's French fries, or soda pops don't have addictive chemicals or materials in them, you're fooling yourself. Wake up. Coffee has caffeine in it. It's addictive. Do we put, this product has caffeine in it? Caffeine is addictive. Because it is. It's a drug. You just wait. 30 years from now, they'll come out with a study. Oh, caffeine, it's bad for you. It causes cancer. Everything causes cancer anymore. Go outside and stand in a big city. You breathe in exhaust. Exhaust is not good for you. I'm on a rant. I'm ranting a little bit. I apologize. The fact is, the times have changed. We are going to start seeing these labels, and this is a 2018 10 versus a 2017 10. We're going to start seeing these labels on everything. And I guess what disappoints me most is some of the cigar boxes, I suppose, also have to have these on it. And a lot of the cigar boxes, similar to pipe tobacco tins, they're almost collectible for their art. I enjoy looking at the art. That sticker just dilutes that, completely dilutes that. So times are changing. We're in the beginning of those changing times. But going ahead and kind of reflecting back, it was nice to have known what we had, and maybe we should have cherished what we had a little bit more. Kind of brings me to another topic. I've been combing back through here lately. Let me relight real quick. And for those overseas that are watching this, you're like, dude, you're bitching about something that we've been dealing with. I know. You've been dealing with it for a very long time, throwing tobacco everywhere. You've been doing, I almost put that back in my pipe. You've been, on a budget, right? I know that you've been dealing with it for a while. It's nothing new to you, but it's our first take here, at least in the good old US of A. So, but I've been combing back through some of the old pipe smoker literature. And one of my favorite things to read or go back through is this right here. This is a publication that's began in 1964. It's called the Pipe Smokers Ephemeris. I think is how you say it, Ephemeris. It was essentially a pipe smoking newsletter that was put out by a fellow named Tom Dunn. And like I said, it started in 1964. And he started what he called a club. I think it's the Pipe Smokers Courtier. Is maybe how you say it, Courtier. And essentially, it was a pipe tobacco club back in the 60s that never had like a solid location or venue or home base where it met. Instead, it was done by mail and through this newsletter. So anybody could be a part or a member of this group, and anybody could contribute. He was the editor and the publisher of this thing. It didn't cost anything. So like if you wanted to get, and you notice this is thick, this is hefty. If you wanted to be in the club, contribute, get a copy of that, all you had to do was send Tom your name and address, and he would put you on the list to get a copy. And it's my understanding, like he paid to have all these published and sent out, which is awesome, totally awesome. If you're a member of the North American Society of Pipe Collectors, which I am, and I'm going to the Dublin, Ohio show in August 17th and 18th, so if you're going to be there, please look me up. Let's get together, smoke a pipe, have a beer. Anyhow, they put out a newsletter. Now, granted, you have to be a member, and it costs like $10 a year, which is nothing. And their newsletter is really, really good. What I find with it, though, is that it's a lot of the same authors over and over, so it gets a tad redundant in a sense. It's still great literature. I still appreciate it. It's bi-monthly, so it's called The Pipe Collector. But anyhow, these pipe smoker ephemeris, and then he also made a book. Now, I think there's 2 or 3 of these. This is book 1, so this is the beginning. It's quite hefty. It's a way overpriced book, so you can find them on eBay and stuff sometimes. But it got me thinking, with all the changes to what we're seeing, yes, YouTube is great. Yes, it's a great way for me to communicate with you and you to communicate with me, and this is the digital age we live in. But in the same sense, me personally, I don't want to lose great things that we've had for years. Which this went out of production, oh lordy, I want to say 2004, 2006 maybe. Tom passed away, and the whole thing just kind of went nil. But I think it would be interesting to restart something like this. And maybe it's not the Pipe Smokers Courtier or the Pipe Smokers Ephemeris or whatever, but to get another letter going around, or newsletter that's, essentially free or virtually nothing for pipe smokers, and anybody can contribute. As long as you send something in, it's going to get published, and you're going to get a copy of that newsletter. And essentially, it's a pipe club by mail. Some people say that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. For me, maybe I'm old school, and I appreciate the classic gist of things like that: the reading, the writing, the poems, the pictures, because that's what's in there. The questions, the camaraderie, and the back and forth. If someone says, I have a question about, GBD pipes, somebody else could respond saying, hey, I know this. Here's an article. Hey, here's a book I've read. Here's a review on a pipe book here lately. Or, I don't know. That just seems very classic. It seems it's very professional in a sense. I would appreciate something like that. I just want to know your thoughts. Would you be interested? Would you even, give someone your address to send something like that if it was free, or maybe it costs $3 a year just to cover postage, or something like that? Would you do something like that? I think I would. I guarantee I would. I would be a member of that. It's something that we've lost, and I hope that we don't continue to move forward in things where we forget who we are as pipe smokers, where we came from, and just the general values of classical things, simple things, reading and writing and sitting and being quiet, meditating and enjoying a pipe. But I'm an old codger, a geezer, who has too many opinions, and opinions are like assholes, and I'm not going to go any further on that. All right, that's it. I'm done. Hope everyone's doing well. See you on down the road. Till next time. Cheers.